Before Pierre-Auguste Renoir touched a brush, he was already resisting reality. Not resisting it with anger, not with denial, but with warmth. This audio essay explores how an artist's inner psychology quietly shapes form, color, and the silences between them. Renoir's paintings appear effortless, joyful, soft. But beneath that softness, there is tension. Because happiness, when sustained under pressure, is never accidental. What drove Renoir was never talent alone. It was a decision, a psychological stance taken early and defended for life. While others around him collapsed inward, into doubt, into bitterness, into intellectual despair, Renoir chose something else. Not optimism as temperament, but optimism as resistance. Historians often misread this as naivete, as decorative indulgence. But psychologically, this was hedonism under siege. Renoir lived through poverty, war, humiliation. He knew suffering intimately. And precisely because of that, he refused to reproduce it. He saw the world clearly and chose to repaint it anyway. Not to escape reality, but to survive it. His optimism was not light, it was stubborn. This tension shaped every stroke. Color became a psychological anchor. Renoir's palette warms where pain would normally cool. Flesh glows where hardship would harden. This is not sensuality for pleasure alone. It is sensuality as compensation. As his body deteriorated, his colors intensified. Hands deforming, joints burning. Yet the canvas grew softer. Late Renoir does not depict suffering bodies, it manufactures comfort. Psychologically, this is sublimation at its highest level. Pain redirected, not denied. Even composition obeys this need, crowded intimacy, no vast distances, no existential emptiness. The female body becomes shelter. Roundness replaces threat. Warmth replaces inquiry. This is not the male gaze of conquest. It is the gaze of seeking safety. Renoir distrusted analysis. He distrusted depth psychology. Because analysis destabilizes, and he needed stability. So he painted pleasure until pleasure became structure. This is why Renoir's work unsettles us. Not because it is shallow, but because it refuses to suffer publicly. In a culture that equates depth with darkness, Renoir feels suspicious. But psychologically, his work performs a radical act. It insists that beauty can be a discipline, that joy can be maintained even under unbearable pressure. Renoir did not paint happiness because life was kind. He painted it because life was not. And the canvas was the only place where pain was not allowed to win.